Good morning, students. We are back with our second class of kinds of nouns. I hope all of you had understood the concepts that we had learnt in our previous class. So, before we proceed with today's lesson, let us have a quick recap of what we had learnt and discussed in our last lesson. A noun is a naming word. It is the name of a person, place, animal, or thing. It may also name a feeling, quality, or idea. Kinds of nouns are common, proper, collective, and abstract. Common nouns are names given to non-specific persons, animals, places, or things. Proper nouns, whereas they are names given to specific persons, animals, places, or things. They are always capitalized. So when we are talking of a particular person, animal, place, or thing, we give them a specific name. Those names are proper nouns, and those names always begin with a capital letter, whereas common nouns are never capitalized unless they begin a sentence, right? So, I hope now all of you are clear till here. So, today we will be doing the third kind, and that is collective noun. All right. Now, what is a collective noun? A collective noun is the name of a collection of persons, animals, or things taken together and spoken of as a whole. Right? So, remember, collective, the very word collective means it is a collection of something, right? The word collective indicates that it is a collection of something. Now, what is that something? It can be a collection of persons, animals, or things. And the name that we give to that collection of persons, animals, or things which are taken together as a whole, as a single unit, that name is the collective noun. Remember that. The entire collection, that when we consider it as one unit, as a whole, that collection is given a specific name. That name is a collective noun, right? So we will further do this concept with a few examples. Now first, before we move on to the examples, first let us see how do we identify a collective noun. Now I have given you two examples here. The first one is a crew of sailors and the second one is a bundle of sticks. Now many of you students, you go wrong and you assume that the entire phrase, say for example a crew of sailors, that entire phrase is a collective noun. No, that's wrong. Collective noun is the word crew and sailors is a common noun. Now see here in the first example, a crew of sailors. Now, what is the collective noun given to a collection of sailors? The collective noun, the collective name that we have given to a collection of sailors is crew. So, crew is the collective noun, whereas sailors is a common noun. Similarly, it is the same case for a bundle of sticks. Bundle is the collective noun because it is the name given to a collection of sticks. So remember, bundle is the collective noun, sticks is the common noun, right? So in the first example, crew is the name given to a collection of sailors taken together as a whole. So crew is the collective noun. Similarly, in the second example, bundle is the name given to a collection of sticks taken together as a whole. Remember this is very important for you to keep in mind that the entire phrase is not a collective noun. Collective noun is only the name that we give to a collection of persons, animals, or things. In the first case here, crew is the name given to a collection of persons. And what are those persons? Sailors, right? So crew is the collective noun, whereas sailors remain as common noun. Similarly, bundle is the name given to a collection of things. And here in this case, that is sticks, right? So sticks remain as common noun, whereas bundle is the collective noun, right? So collective noun, remember children, always it is the name given to a collection of things, right? Or persons or animals. Now let's see a few examples of collective nouns of persons. So the first one is a crowd of people, second one is a band of musicians, and the third one is an army of soldiers. Now there are many more examples. I've just given you a few here. So the first one, crowd is the collective name given to a collection of people. So only crowd, the word crowd is a collective noun, whereas people is a common noun. Same for band of musicians, band collective noun, musicians common noun. Army collective noun, soldiers common noun. So all these three words you've seen that I have highlighted them and put and have shaded them with red, right? So these words which are shaded in red color, these are the collective nouns, whereas words such as people, musicians, soldiers, these are common nouns. Remember that, children. Now we come to collective nouns of animals, a flock of birds, a herd of elephants, a shoal of fish. Again, flock, herd, shoal. These are the collective nouns given to the collection of these kinds of animals. Remember, flock is the collective noun. It is the collective name given to a collection of birds. Herd, the name given to a collection of elephants. Shoal, given to a collection of fish. We also say a school of fish. That's also correct. A school of fish or a shoal of fish. So all these three words, flock, herd, shoal, these are the collective nouns because these are the names given to the collection of animals of these categories of animals, whereas birds, elephants and fish, these are common nouns. Now collective nouns of things, a bunch of keys, a fleet of ships, a pile of books. So here again the same thing will apply. Bunch is the collective noun as it is the name given to a collection of keys. Fleet, collective noun as that is the name given to a collection of ships, and same for pile. So bunch, fleet, pile, these are collective nouns, whereas keys, ships and books, these words are common nouns, right? So remember one thing, students, collective noun, do not ever get confused that the whole phrase is a collective noun. No, that's wrong. Then your answer is going to be completely incorrect. Collective noun is only the name that is given to a collection of persons, animals or things, right? So in this case, for example, if I'm talking about a collection of keys, then the collective noun, the name that I give to a collection of keys is bunch. So only bunch is the collective noun. Keys remain as common nouns, right? So clear till here? All right. Now, let us revise. Now, here is a small exercise that we will be doing together. We have to identify the kinds of nouns. Now, you have done this kind of exercise in the previous class also, where you had to identify the common and proper nouns, right? But here you will have to now identify common, proper and collective nouns, right? A choir of singers performed before us. Identify the nouns. A choir of singers performed before us. So how many nouns are there? Right, now choir is the collective noun, singers is the common noun. Choir is the collective noun because it is the name given to a collection of singers, whereas singers is the common noun. Now the second one, answer the telephone please. Answer the telephone please. Simple, yes, telephone is the common noun. Third one, Smita gave me a bouquet of flowers. Smita gave me a bouquet of flowers. Alright, so let's discuss. Smita is the proper noun. See, it is a special name given to a particular person and it begins with a capital letter. Hence, it is a proper noun. Bouquet is a collective noun because it is the name given to a collection of flowers, and flowers is a common noun. See, I have not identified a bouquet of flowers as the collective noun. If I would have done that, then my answer would be incorrect. Only the word bouquet is a collective noun because that is the name that we give to a collection of flowers, right? Whereas flowers is a common noun. Remember that, children. And never identify the word a is an article, of is a preposition, right? So you here have to identify the nouns. So in this case, you will just identify the nouns which are the naming words, right? A pack of wolves attacked the hunter. A pack of wolves attacked the hunter. All right. Pack, collective noun, and we have two common nouns. One is wolves and the other is hunter, right? Pack is the name given to a collection of wolves, so it is the collective noun. Wolves and hunter, these are the two common nouns in this sentence. Okay? Now the next one. I visited London in January. I visited London in January. So which are the nouns here? Yes. We have only proper nouns in this sentence, two of them. That's London and January. London, it's a specific name of a particular place, and January, it's a specific name of a particular month. So they are proper nouns, and you see both of them begin with a capital letter. My brother reads the Times of India regularly. My brother reads the Times of India regularly. So which are the nouns here? Brother, common noun. The Times of India, it is a proper noun. Now why is it a proper noun, children? Because it is the name of a particular newspaper. I'm sure you must have heard it. Some of you must be getting it at home also. So, the Times of India. Remember, we get NIE at school. Yes, some of you, or rather, you will be getting this year from class 4, that the Times of India is a particular name given to a newspaper, right? So that is why it is a proper noun. So with this, we come to the end of today's class. I hope all of you have understood the concept. So by now you have learned three kinds of nouns: common, proper, and collective nouns. In the next class, we will be doing abstract nouns, right? So, revise, just go through the videos once again, part 1 as well as part 2, so that when we come back with our last class of kinds of nouns, you're absolutely clear with all the concepts that we have learned so far, right? Thank you, children. Bye bye and take care.